Showman. I think I'm funny. It's Jona, and I am finally going to be talking about The Greatest Showman. I have gotten so many requests for the past however many months to talk about The Greatest Showman. I've seen the requests, I've heard the requests, I've acknowledged the requests, but I hadn't actually seen the film until last Friday. So I am super late, super late to the party. I just want to say that I am not educated about P.T. Barnum or any of his history. So when I talk about this movie, I am just talking about the movie, as if it was a complete work of fiction. I'm sure that the true real life story is probably problematic, but I just want to disclaim that I am not educated in any way about any of that. I asked for some questions to discuss on Twitter, so I'm just gonna dive right in and talk about The Greatest Showman. Which song did you enjoy the most / the least, and why? Ooh. Well, I don't know. I think my favorite song is This Is Me, and I feel like that's a really cliche answer. Well, maybe not cliche, but just like overused answer. It's just so powerful. It is such an anthem, and I just feel like it's so good, and that's why it's so popular, and that's why so many people say it's their favorite. But also, Rewrite the Stars is so beautiful. I weep at the thought. Picking a least favorite song, that's actually really hard. I don't know if one stands out to me besides like Never Enough, and not because it's a bad song or because it's done badly, but because the character makes me so mad. Did you notice issues with the sound quality / mixing / editing in The Greatest Show and From Now On? As someone who edits video, was this intentional, or am I just lost and missing something in why I can't hear half of those songs? I definitely did notice what you're talking about. The weirdest thing is in The Greatest Show, the sound is so up and down. The whoa part is like really loud, and then the parts of just Hugh Jackman are really quiet. And I'm not sure if it was intentional to like create drama, but I kind of wish they would have upped the levels of Hugh Jackman's solo parts, because I have no clue what he said. No clue at all. And the problem is, if I had turned it up for those parts, then all of a sudden it would be like, whoa, really loud. So yeah. Did you cry at any part of the movie? If so, which part? Yes, I did. I cried at the fire. All of a sudden, I was reminded of Big Hero 6 and Tadashi, and also like This Is Us and Jack Pearson, and I was like, we're not about to do this. Thoughts on Zach and Zendaya? How many hours do I have? Zendaya is queen. She's just queen. Queen. I can't even with her, like I don't know if I could even put into words how I feel about her performance. Her dedication, like the amount she must have trained for this is she's just so, I wish she was in it more, honestly. I wish it was just about Ann Wheeler. That was her character name, I think. Like, no offense to everybody else, but she is just so good. And Zach, oh my gosh. Okay, so High School Musical was my life. Zac Efron was my life. I loved him in Hairspray. I loved him in High School Musical. Basically just said that twice. So it was just kind of a crazy experience to see him all grown up. It is actually really insane to think about how Zendaya is slightly younger than me and is like making out with Zac Efron. Like, where did I go wrong? So they're just great. They were probably my favorite part of the film. I mean, Hugh Jackman is fantastic, but Zach and Zendaya, I was alive. I was living. Do you think romantic relationships were forced in the movie? I wouldn't say forced, I would say rushed. Actually, a lot of the movie felt rushed. I feel like there was so much they wanted to get through in the movie that at times it was just like, okay, well, we're gonna montage, let's get through it really fast and then move on. So it kind of seemed like Zac Efron's character and Zendaya's character came out of nowhere together. And I guess it isn't really their movie. Like, the story is about P.T. Barnum, so I guess I understand, but at the same time, I wanted more. A lot of people are asking me about what I thought about the historical accuracy and like some of the problematic things that P.T. Barnum did. And like I said, I'm not educated on that. I do think it's kind of weird that they kind of glorified somebody that wasn't great. As far as I can tell, he wasn't great in real life. Like I said, I'm basically just viewing the film as a complete work of fiction that somebody just made up in their head and made. So from that perspective, it was a good movie and I liked it a lot, and I think the music is definitely the best part. Well, besides Zendaya was the best part, but the music was also great. And I feel like it had good messages. Like, even if the real life story is problematic and messy, I feel like the movie itself had good messages. Like, This Is Me is such an anthem, like I said before, and I feel like there were good messages rooted in the film. So like, it's weird, but it was a good movie. What did you think of The Greatest Greatest Showman, definitely let me know in the comments. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!